I'm 31 and I've never had a boyfriend. In fact, I've never actually dated. So we're going to change that. I've enlisted my friends to be my Mr. Miyagi mentors and teach me all the ways, as they also are in the trenches, some of them, and going through it all. So today we're going to talk about dating in real life, because this is not Bridgerton, and it's not as easy as having set up parties. And then eventually we'll get to the apps, first dates, flirting, sending photos, and all of the in between. So today I have Bree and Tori, two of my longtime besties. And so we're going to start to get to know you two.
Cheers.
Oh, they're cheersing.
Hey.
Courage. Okay. We're going to get to know you guys through some quick questions. So first off, describe yourself dating or as like a girlfriend in one word.
I'm a serial dater.
Okay, that's 2 words, but we'll go with it. And next.
Single, ready to mingle.
One word.
My one word. Okay, sorry. I'm thinking. I just can't think off the top like that. Loud. I don't know. Is that like a good descriptive word? Like
I could be taken a lot of ways, but we're gonna go with it. We don't know if that means loud in the bedroom, loud on dates.
Oh, okay.
We don't know. Okay, the next question was, what's your status? They've already both established that they are both single.
Yes.
Very much so.
Okay, what is your biggest ick?
My biggest ick. Probably someone that doesn't have very much ambition.
I have a few, but if one is going to be like on the top, number one, non-negotiable, I love when people have like voice memos or like voice notes on
Oh my God,
Hinge,
we were going to cover that in the apps
because
episode.
like it doesn't matter how hot you are to me, if I can't stand your voice,
That's
Yeah.
true.
and that sounds so like horrible to say, but if I can't like think to listen to you 24/7, like you're not for me.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
I mean the same thing. Like, you could look, however you look, and then I hear an accent. Immediate 10. Immediate. Like
See,
any accent, and I'm like,
Accent doesn't do it for me.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why voice notes are kind of like,
Yeah.
It's hit or miss.
Yeah.
'cause
Remember
some-
when we were in
yeah.
Chicago, I was getting those voice notes and I was like so giddy.
Yeah.
Like they could just be saying anything and I'm like,
Both of your icks are like after you get to know someone. I feel
Yeah.
like everyone else, like I've asked, like just like obviously not on the podcast, but or theirs are always like right off the bat, like like Tula when she said she was like men jump roping, ick.
Yeah,
someone else said,
I
like
mean-
guys sliding across.
Oh,
the sea.
I mean, like, there's those funny
Maybe-
trends, like, on the internet, right? It's like, oh my God, ick, and it's like a guy swimming in a pool, and like you see like his feet
Yeah.
going.
Oh, yeah.
But like, I try, for me personally, like, I try not to, because I will like once I get an ick, you're done. Like, there's absolutely there's no going back.
Yeah.
Like you have killed yourself in my book.
Last 2. 1, are you a fall fast or a slow burn in relationships?
slow burn.
Yeah, slow burn. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm more personality. Like it takes me a while to get into people's
I would
personality.
love to be like a love at
But
first
I-
sight.
Same.
Like, oh my
Same.
God.
I question if I'm a sociopath. I'm like, why do I not have emotions? Like some of our friends just immediately like our friend Tula literally.
To be fair, I have met the love of my life already, and he lives on the other side of the world. So
other side of the world. Where does he live? Okay. And this is why everyone thinks Americans don't know geography.
okay,
You're like literally
in my world, Sydney.
You scream it, girl.
In my world, that is far. We are in California.
No, literally, you are that.
That's a time difference.
Have you guys seen
Yeah.
that TikTok of that lady where she's like, well, yeah, he moved overseas, and they're like, oh, where did he go? And she says like Connecticut. Every cop in the room is like, and they're trying to hold it together.
Okay, I
that
just need to
shit.
preface, if this thing goes viral, if you're listening to this, you're not the love of my life.
Oh my god.
So
Maybe.
you're- so now you're
I am
lying.
a
So now you're lying.
matchmaker, Yeah. So.
Don't believe anything
The one
she
that
says
got
now.
away, the one
Wait,
that
you
got
guys
away.
are making me forget the last. Okay. What rom-com first made you, or what rom-com made you like the most delusional? Whether it's the first one or like it could be recent. It made you most delusional about love.
Oh.
So for me, it was like John Tucker Must Die. I was like, oh my god, I could be the exception. Like he may be cheating on all of them, but then he falls for Kate or whatever the hell, and I'm like, I could be that one.
The Notebook for me.
Ooh.
Yeah. I want someone to build me a house with a porch that wraps around.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm not a huge rom-com girl. Hot take. But I don't know.
No movies.
The Hannah Montana movie.
That's a great movie. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Great shout.
Yeah, dude, she's like living double life. Like that guy is just like wants to be with.
She has so many fine men.
Miley IRL. Like, like if I could live out the best of both worlds, fuck yeah.
I never understood the timing of that movie because it's like she exposes her identity, she falls in love with this guy, and then it's like then the show just continues. So I'm like, did she just no one spoke, or her and that guy just ended things? The timing of that movie was weird.
I wasn't a huge Notebook fan. I'm like really trying to think of. I mean, I did like the Notebook.
She's the man. John Tucker Must Die.
Is she's the man a rom-com though?
There's a romantic aspect.
yeah.
There's a romantic aspect in Pearl Harbor. Like,
okay,
if that's your Delulu one, questionable. That movie has the weirdest love triangle. But also, these questions were meant to be rapid fire, and we were spending a lot of time on them.
I'm sorry. Okay, no answer.
Not
We'll
a rom-com girl.
We'll do a short form content on that. Okay.
No answer.
We'll do a TikTok.
I plead
on
the
that.
fifth.
Yeah. Okay. So now we're gonna get into dating in real life, which is a lost art. Like when I talked to my grandma, and she's like, "Yeah, you just like people come up to you and be like, 'What are you doing Friday?'" And I'm like, "I don't think that's ever happened to me." And I'm extremely extroverted, as we all know. So we're gonna talk about like dating in real life. So personally, you guys know me. I have no issues going up to anyone, like literally anyone. I can strike up a conversation. I can find some sort of similarity or something to talk about. But then, like, Brie witnessed 2 weeks ago, like, men run away from me. Like, I'm convinced there's, and I have big eyes, so I'm like, is it my crazy eyes? Is it, like, my pheromones? Like, I don't know what it is, but, like, all I did was ask this guy, and I wasn't even flirting in this case, okay? All I did was ask him, I'm like, oh, my God, like, you're paying in cash. Like, most people our age don't pay in cash. Do you always pay in cash? Because, like, my mom was yelling at me for never having cash on me. And he was like, no, not really. And then he, him and his friends, honestly, if they
you
didn't
probably
just
caught them and doing something illegal.
No, like
if
these
they
men were
could've just
sitting at the bar,
left the bar, they would
chilling for 20 minutes. We were there, we were getting a bar. They were just chilling, talking, and then once Sid came up to them and asked this question, they ran
and went to a
to
dark corner
yes.
at the bar. And I was
like,
I wasn't even flirting. It was a genuine just question. And I even was very clear of my intentions. That bar, I don't know what vibes I was getting off because
was
then
that here in LA or was
yeah.
that
It was no smoking bar.
Yeah, I literally went up. She ordered the drinks for
a
us.
smoking bar?
No smoking.
No smoking is called.
Oh.
I literally went up to just meet with her to grab our drink, and the bartender just looks me dead in the eye. And I only had one drink at dinner, and was like, "We have water over there if you need it." And
she's like, "Do I look sweaty or what?"
I looked around and I said, "Do I look like I need water?" Right? Because we had just
got there.
Drink,
yeah,
and that happened. The guy and his friends ran away, and then this happened. And I was like,
literally right after.
Is there a ghost behind? What's happening? And I said, "Do I look like I need water?" And he fumbled, and he did not recover. He was like, "No, well, I'm just telling that to everyone because I don't want anyone to feel the way I feel tomorrow, because I'm really hungover." And
this is the bartender talking.
Yeah.
I looked at Brie, and Brie was like, "You can say that to me," and I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I'm good. I've had one drink," and I was like, "We didn't even speak words. What about my appearance said that bitch needs water?" Meanwhile, there was a girl who fell out of the photo booth next to us. I don't know. It was a weird experience. So, I digress. Going all the way back. Where is the best place to meet, guys?
Dive bars.
Oh, do you need more alcohol?
Maybe.
There's one right here.
Yeah, I mean, out in the wild.
That is so vague, Tori. That's what everyone says.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Out hiking?
I say that. Okay, no, I'm not an outdoorsy person.
Same.
But I say that because. Okay. You want to pour that first? Everyone, I mean, not everyone. In a perfect world, for most, you want to meet someone genuinely, right? You want to meet someone out. You don't want to scroll on your fucking phone and swipe right or swipe left. So I think I would say going out, obviously.
Yeah.
Vacations, you always have somebody who you're crushing on if you're staying a resort or somewhere, and you make googly eyes with some guy across the way, and you're like, we've had those vacation flings. R.I.P. boy.
Oh my God, I hope he does.
Florida boy for me.
Yeah, you know, and then it's just like, oh, you have like
Mexico
your
City.
you have like your Grease moment, you know, like you're Sandy and Danny, you're just like hanging out.
I hate that you guys keep saying I know because like this is the reason for the podcast. I do not know.
Okay, well maybe the viewers
wait, actually,
do not.
Mexico,
Because
yes.
you do know Mexico. You had that.
Maybe
It was
the
the happiest I've ever
viewers-
seen her.
Maybe the viewers know. See, you get it. You had
I
your
do,
Sandy
I
and
do.
Danny moment.
Yeah.
You like cuddled up with some guy for the weekend, and then you hop on that plane, and you're like, bye.
Other than vacation, we're talking like every weekend type places. Okay, where do you think
Trader
you said
Joe's.
dive bar? You're saying Trader Joe's.
Dude, one of the cashiers. Okay, yes. If you
They
like
have
go,
cute
if you
employees.
frequent somewhere, like if coffee shops, like
Okay, so,
lunch
so if I
places.
think a guy's cute, right, at Trader Joe's, like, are you going
Like
like,
a
once a
worker.
week?
I mean, if I have to go grocery shopping once a week, yeah. Do I like
Go out of your way?
memorize
No.
their schedule? Probably not. But like if they're working while I'm there, do I go
freaky
in
like
their
that, yeah.
do I go in their line? 1000%. Like, you know, you gotta make yourself known.
So you're at Trader Joe's, you're like, oh my God, this guy's cute. How do you approach that?
you kind of read
It's like
the
a
vibe.
slow burn.
Yeah,
Slow
it's
burn.
Okay, you
that's a
guys keep
slow
saying
burn.
this, but you gotta like, I don't know how to read the vibe, so you gotta teach me how
So
to
that's
read
a
the
slow burn.
vibe.
So like specifically for this guy, I never had a conversation with this man other than at Trader Joe's, but I'm just saying, like, people think that he's fake. Like Kevin thinks that he's fake. He would go to the same Trader Joe's and like walk around and try to find this man, and he's like, you're lying. There's no guy named King here. He's not. He doesn't work. He's fake. And I was like,
His name's
Oh,
King?
he means
his name was King.
Kevin thinks he's fake as not a real person.
Yeah. Okay. and I would go to we go to the same Trader Joe's, and I would be like, no,
Your imaginary friend. Your imaginary crush.
my imaginary clerk, and and so the first time, like I've gone I went a few times. This was like years ago. Like King, if you're out there and you used to work at the San Dimas Trader Joe's, hit me up. So like the first two times I was like, oh, like we like made eye contact, you know, and I was like, okay.
yeah.
But like it's different from like making eye contact and not being rude with like a customer versus like making eye contact and being like, no, she just hit that. There's not an earthquake. And then one time I was wearing like a workout shirt, and I don't remember what it said exactly, but he like commented on my outfit, and so that kind of like broke the ice a little bit, you know. So then I was like, oh, I'm in. He said something first, because sometimes I don't always have, like, I talk a big talk, like I don't always have the courage to like.
I was about to say that. Okay, so like whether you're at Trader Joe's or a bar or a Dodger game or something, right? Like restaurant, are you guys the type to approach, or you have to be approached?
It depends on how intoxicated I am.
Exactly. How many drinks I've had. Like if we're making eye contact and I've had a couple drinks, then like
I'm going up too.
I'm going. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Because
all
there's-
about eye contact too. Like
Yeah.
you just feel the intensity.
There's been times where I'm sober. I mean, perfect example. You were a wing woman for me when I was literally scared shitless to talk to that guy in Vegas at the bar. And we kept making eye contact all night. I was like, this guy notices me. Like, I'm like not tripping. Like, I know.
my guy.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I know I could be Delulu sometimes, but like he's fucking looking at me. Like every that. And so we were leaving, and I kept telling our friends that we were with, I was like, oh my God, you guys, like, oh, he's so hot. Like, he's so tall. Like, I was just like, Google Gaga.
I was saying, and this is where it comes back to I can talk to literally anyone. I just don't know how to make that talk romantic or flirting.
She finally got over me. Like, she was like, oh my God, you're so fucking annoying. I'm going to
I
go
went up
say
to him.
something. And she went up to him and was like just making small talk. And then I went up and I was like, oh, come on, Sid, like, we're leaving. And then he like turned to me and started saying something, and Sid just vanished. And just
Yeah.
sit
I have to
there.
say she is a very good wing woman.
Thank
Very
you. I
good.
just
She's
don't know
very
how to
good at
wing woman
approaching.
myself.
Yeah, honestly, we were thriving in Chicago.
So I had a little Vegas
Yes.
fling for a while because of Sid. That was like fun while it lasted, right? And then randomly he hit me up, and it was like green. I was like, why are these messages green? Like, ew.
I remember
Like
this.
you switched.
Oh, that's an ick for me too. Green messages.
you switch. Like what? You don't have an iPhone anymore? And then he's like, oh no, I'm in a bunker. I joined the military.
Oh,
I see you texting you from a freaking bunker? Are you fucking kidding me?
that's a no for me too. Military men.
I literally
Oh,
sent, you know, the
yeah.
Nicki Minaj meme with like the flag like that. I literally sent like that gif, and I didn't talk to him for like months. I
Okay,
have.
so how when you're like looking, right? Like I'll see some attractive guys, but they're like, flanked by like a whole group of guys, or you don't know if they're single or what their age is, like all that. Like, how do you guys judge like who is someone you want to go up to, or like who's a good person to go up to, I guess.
Eye contact.
Yeah.
Really?
That's really everything. Like if
It's-
somebody doesn't want to know that they're like want your attention,
Yeah.
they're not going to look at you.
Yeah.
Or like
They'll immediately
if
look
they
away.
look at you and you accidentally make eye contact, they'll like make sure they'll make a note it was an accident. Like,
Okay.
But if you like lock eyes with someone for more than 3 seconds, it's like, okay, all right, that's
Yeah.
my cue.
Okay, so I see a hot guy. And now you guys say make
Okay, but
eye
you can't like
contact.
stare into the abyss.
I was
Like,
about to say, do I
It's
just,
not
like-
creepy eye
like,
contact.
yeah,
Not
it's
like
like-
that.
you're smiling,
You
you're
go like this.
vibing,
You give them like a little smirk, a little smize, and then you look away, and then you go again like a minute later. They're gonna be looking at you.
a minute later?
Like you
How
know, you
often are
feel
guys-
the vibe.
How often is it where you're like, okay, I've looked at them 7 times, it's not happening? Like,
They usually come up. I've like Ibiza. That's what happened with guy in
you
Ibiza.
gotta act fast though. Like
Yeah.
if you find that you're like vibing with someone like that,
Yeah.
or you like, I keep saying vibing and you keep getting mad at me for saying that, but like don't hesitate, don't think
So
twice.
there's, like-
because they're 90% of the time, if that person is taken seeing someone, you know, swings the other way, whatever the case may be, 10 out of 10 times they're going to be nice about it. Like
Yeah.
they're going to feel flattered that you went out of your way to like
That's
give them a compliment. Like versus,
okay, so that leads me into like, how do you guys handle rejection, right? So say you're like, you think you're vibing with someone and they're just like, no, I have a girlfriend.
I've just never been rejected, so I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
fuck you.
Please leave.
No, I'm just kidding. That's why you have to have no expectations.
Okay, we'll say I'm the approacher, right? Because we all know I kind of have crazy eyes, so I don't know if I'm the one.
Okay,
that's
let's
like-
role play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay,
All right.
I walk up to the bar. There's a guy there. I'm like, oh damn, he cute. Okay, in the past, because we all know I'm a sports lover, I'm a shit talker. If there's like a TV or like something about them, I try to like,
That's a good end.
oh, you're a Cubs fan, say. But then I immediately I'm like, oh yeah, the Cubs suck, you know. Or I'll be like, oh, I've been to Wrigley, you know, and I start talking shit, and I feel like that always puts me kind of in the friend
Yes,
vibe,
exactly.
guy vibe.
You also don't want to show them that you know more than them because
Yeah,
guys
so-
like to be like superior. So like if they feel like, oh, this girl knows more than me, they're gonna be like, oh, friend vibe for sure.
Yeah,
You know?
and that's where like I have such an issue because I'm like, I do know more than you about a lot of stuff. Like I was raised, you know, my dad's son.
That's
like,
an age thing too, because I think like when we're 31 now, well, Bree's not, but Bree's a little younger.
just a few years.
she's
but-
17.
But when we're out at bars now, it's like I mean, at least for me, like I'm moving with intention. Like, you know, I'm not, you can tell, you can't tell how old a person is by looking at them. But like,
Because I got called 24 and 25.
but you, depending on like their behavior at a bar, you can kind of tell like, oh, they're fresh out of college, they're probably still in college, or like they're total fuckboy. Like
God, I'm not trying to go
Yeah.
to bars where they're fresh out of college.
Venice.
Here,
Venice.
you never
Yeah.
know. You
Venice.
literally, unless you're going to like friggin' bars at steakhouses and like you're going out of people's tax brackets where you're not going to run into
Yeah.
these guys. Like there's always going to be, or somebody
Yeah.
that has daddy's money or is like a you know.
Yeah.
And so like younger guys, I don't think care as much about like the whole like being smarter because they kind of see it as like a turn on. They could sometimes.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like cougar hunting, but like older guys like that generally
Her
I
child.
would like to go for is somebody that's older than me.
but like, so you're like, okay, playing down your knowledge, like for how long?
No, not even that, but like when you're at a bar, you gotta hook
The
them.
initial, yeah,
you gotta
the initial.
hook them.
Okay, so
Like,
how do I do? So
once you hook someone and then you don't vibe after that, it's like whatever. Like
you
it
say
just
like,
fizzled out. Like
oh, Mets fans, say they're in a Mets jersey or something, or they're staring at the TV, like, oh, are you a Mets fan?
Say this is what you do. You say, did you watch them when they played the Dodgers in the NLCS?
But is that not too much knowledge to say?
No, that because you're like, oh, she knows enough, but you're like, oh, I don't know this player. Like, fuck the Mets, blah 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 blah. You're not putting down their team. You're just like,
Yeah.
you like they gave the Dodgers a
shit
gun.
talking. Some men or boys, I would say, like take their sports teams very fucking seriously.
As do I.
Like if you go out the gate like just dogging, like
Yeah.
if I see Astros fan in the wild, like I'm
Like
saying,
your mom
I'm booing
booping
you.
men.
Oh, sick.
Like
Same. But
But-
I see an Auburn fan, it's on.
yeah, but
What'd you?
to our point is not to say that like you grew up in a sport. We all grew up in like sports households. So like we know a lot more than the normal, the typical female knows about sports. We're in a fantasy league. We watch football.
Yeah.
We love baseball. We go to games. We travel to go to different ballparks. Like that's just in our blood and in our nature. And like if you find the right partner, it's like sometimes like around football season and I'm like talking to new guys and they like get dumbfounded when I'm like, oh, like who's your team? And I'm like, I don't really have like a team, but like I'm rooting for so and so and so and so because like they're on my fantasy league. I'm like in third place right now. They're like,
well,
like,
I feel like that's my problem is like because I can strike up a conversation with anyone and guys are always like, oh hell yeah, you went to, you know, they're like so into the conversation, right? And like they're so immediately.
But then you got to make the if that's
but
what
it doesn't
it is,
translate over to like.
But you have to change that. You have to change that.
Maybe it's the way that you're you're texting or you're talking to them. Like you gotta like drop subtle like.
And that's
flirtation.
Okay,
you got to do a little flirtation.
Okay, so how do I do that?
Maybe we can go watch a game sometime. You know.
Yeah, like drop hints.
Yeah,
like,
drop hints that you're actually into him and don't want to be a friend with sports knowledge.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm at the bar. We're gonna go with the Mets thing. I don't know why my brain went to Mets, but like, oh, so you're a Mets fan?
We just saw someone wearing when we went to Barney's. He was wearing.
I think that's what.
I literally have an exact situation.
Let's hear it.
Met this guy on Raya.
What?
On Raya.
Okay.
Okay. And then I think I had a Dodgers hat in one of my pictures. He's like, oh, you're a Dodgers fan? He's like, I'm a Mets fan, but he lives in LA. First thing, I told him, let's go watch the Dodgers and Mets play. You know, I never made the date, but that's like a way to translate like, oh, you know baseball? Well, let's make this into a date. Let's go to a date.
But in real life, IRL.
Same thing. It's the same thing. Like if you see him watching a Mets fan, like, oh,
games often?
Yeah, like, are the Mets going to play Dodgers soon? We should go see a game soon. Or like
I went on a date at a Dodger game.
Yeah.
So you guys kind of like cut it's just like straight to the point. Like, I think you're hot.
It can't be too much because you have to let them. Guys need to know that you're like into them. Because you literally have to let them know.
If I don't set something up within 7 days of knowing you, I'm no longer interested.
I'm saying at the bar. I'm talking to you. We're shooting the shit. We are vibing.
Cut it off. Cut the sports off into like, into flirtatious talk.
Okay, so what else do you talk about?
What else do you like to do for fun besides watching sports?
Okay.
And you don't want to like be stuck. Like I know sometimes it's like fun to be like, oh my god, I met this guy at the bar. We talked all night. Leave him hanging. Mm-hmm. Leave him wanting more. Yeah. Talk to them for a
long time. Don't text back quick.
Yeah.
You need mystery. You need mystery.
Everywhere we go, Sydney, you're talking to someone new, and sometimes it's like, okay, let's go wrap it up. Like,
oh my god, literally, it happened 2 weeks ago. It's that the someone was like, do you want to go to the Dodger game with me? Like a supplier is giving us sweet tickets, and I'm like, ugh, I really don't want to small talk. They literally were sending me a video later. They're like, Sydney, you literally spoke to every person in here. You were shooting the shit. We had to drag you out. And I'm like, this is the story of my life. Like, I can talk to anyone, but I don't know, like, the art of, like, even, like, wrapping it up, right? What if I'm, like, really feeling them? Do they have to ask for your number?
No. Absolutely.
Like,
how do you do that?
If you think about it, too, like, guys are never going to admit that, like, they're also nervous in, like, these types of situations.
Remember when Chicago and then I was with that guy? I offered my number.
Making out while my parents were.
I offered him my number. He literally came back away from his friends after they left because I gave him my number.
So what did you say exactly?
Take my number.
And I think you're overthinking it. Like it really is.
It's not that hard.
It's not like that complex. There's no like cheat sheet playbook on how to like lose a guy in 10 days or how to get a guy in 10 days. It's like
we all know that I have a movie TV brain, so I feel like I think
it's not that hard. Literally, guys are so easy.
You say that, but it's not.
We're gonna still play off.
Tonight we're gonna do this in real life. So,
eye contact. You slowly inch your way closer to them.
Like if someone's at a bar and you see them, and like you nudge your way in there to like be standing next to them while you're ordering a drink, because 9 out of 10 times they'll pay for your drink.
Yeah, and then you'd be like, oh, what are you drinking? Yeah,
no, you don't even say hey.
So most of the time they'll be like, hey, like, what are you drinking? Or like you can ask them and be like, oh, like,
so eye contact. You see them going for that bar and you're like, zip up there.
Yeah,
throw elbows if you need to.
Honestly, if you're by yourself or with girls, go straight to the bar because there's always going to be a group of guys lying there. And like when we're at Bar CDMX, there's like 3 guys trying to buy me shots just because I was by myself at the bar.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was by myself at the bar, and that did not occur for me. That same bar, that same night. Like, this is what I'm saying. There's a difference, y'all. For me versus you guys.
I think sometimes you just gotta act dumb.
Yeah.
You gotta put the pride aside, and you have to have some mystery to you. Just like, don't look at them. Just be like, just standing there.
I think I have a pretty bad resting bitch face, but like, we all know me.
I
right?
have the ultimate resting bitch face, and if I could walk into a bar and get like when I
think that's the problem with our group. We have bad RBF.
No,
Bad
our group.
RBF.
Our problem is that we have equal amount of guy friends as we do girls. Like, what guy is approaching that group? Like, hell no, I would not. Like, if I was a guy, I see all these guys and girls, I assume they all were together.
That's true.
But my issue is
It's hard to go out
like,
in groups.
Fun fact: I was asked. I think it was like within a 2 or 3 week period, 3 separate times if I was a cop by men.
It's that John and you.
No, literally, my dad and my mom.
I didn't know that.
My mom and dad fucked me up. Like, they're amazing, but like, no, straight up. I was talking to some guy, and he was like, "You a cop?" And I was like, "What?" He was like, "You have."
Well, you also do tell people sometimes. Oh, my dad was
I
the
had
sheriff, and my
not
mom
mentioned
was.
this. It was just me
dispatch. I've heard you.
No, for sure. I love my parents, but this had not mentioned this at all. Had not mentioned I was a lawyer. Nothing. And he just goes. I said, "What do you mean?" "No, I'm not a cop." He's like, "Oh, well, you just have that." And I said,
That build.
"I said I don't know what that."
That cop
no.
build.
I said I don't know what that means. And he goes, "You know that like
Aura?
big dick energy."
Oh, God.
And I said, "I don't think that's a compliment for a woman." Literally, I shit you not. Later that same night,
Somebody else asked.
somebody else.
Were you rocking like Ray-Bans or something?
No, it was like a
The cop
nighttime thing.
shades?
Someone
The
was
Reno
like-
911.
She's like, what do you mean?
Someone
What do you
was
mean I look like a cop?
like they literally same shit. I forget how the second guy brought it up, but he was like, "Oh, you just kind of have that like vibe," and I was like, "Oh my god!" And then like it wasn't specifically a cop, but like literally like 2 weeks later, some guy was like, "Wow, you have like really like big dick energy," and I was like, "I don't think that's a compliment for women. Like, why does this keep happening to me?"
Hey, if someone tells me I have big dick energy, that means I get shit done.
Well, I mean, like, I can take it as a compliment in life.
Which
but
you
when
do.
It comes to
Which you
dating,
do.
I'm like, I don't think this is a compliment. Like,
Let's go.
and the way you went, like, you got that, like,
You got that BDE.
I was like, I don't know how to, yeah, like, 3 times is crazy behavior. Like, I'm like, what am I doing to get that vibe off? And like, same bar we were at, no guys approached me to buy me drinks. They were talking to me, shooting the shit, but they weren't like, let me get you a drink. So, okay,
You can
so
just ask
tonight,
them.
I'm going to put this advice into real life and be basically a little guinea pig and test all of these things.
You're going to put like a little microphone in your ear.
It's like feed
Like
you
a
what
spy
to say.
kid?
Yes. Yeah. And like kind of like teach you like hitch.
It's like so
you
we
know?
could hear.
Oh my God, yeah. So they're basically going to be my hitch tonight.
Yeah.
Like, you guys will actually, we'll just have this experiences. I'll go up. I'll try my best to pick up line. I'll come back to you guys, say what I said, say what went wrong, and then we'll recap how it all goes down. We'll say like, bring up sports, but not too much. Let people do the eyes, but
I
not
think you're really
crazy.
set on like the pickup line thing. It's
There's no pickup line.
pickup line.
There's no pickup line.
I've never used a pickup line in my whole
No, I didn't
31
either.
years of existence.
Well, no, I'm saying like, I'll talk about sports where we talked about. Like, that's
I need
what
you to, I need you to
Sorry.
focus on eye contact.
By pickup line, I mean just like the first thing
Okay,
I say.
all right.
Sorry, that's what I
Okay.
mean. I just mean that. No, we're gonna try the eye contact without looking crazy. We're gonna see if anyone approaches me. We're gonna watch their behavior. You know, the expert behavior. They're gonna watch mine.
I
and we're
wouldn't have
gonna-
called
we're-
me an expert.
We're gonna recap how it all goes.
Still very much
for everyone and our success and
As
failure.
we all are.
And if IRL doesn't work, we always got apps, and we're gonna talk about them next. So, wish us luck. Okay, so we went to 2 different bars, and I will say the bar scene in LA is finicky / dead. We went to a bar on the west side, which we realized the west side is not our vibe, but I did try. And the results, which you can see their faces, were not successful. We've realized that I have zero ability to pick up a vibe.
Yeah, so it's 11:40, and I'm ready for bed. 1, 2, we go to this dive
I'm
bar.
not.
Yeah, Bree's not. She's ready to function still. There's clearly an age gap difference here. I'm ready for bed.
It's a 3-year age gap. I also got off work this morning.
Also,
I
what
got
are you
3
doing with
hours
your
of sleep.
mic, dude. Like, it's the top is not where you record.
I got off work this morning, 3
Okay,
hours
sorry,
of sleep.
Bree. Yeah, we get it. So we get to this dive bar.
I'm so sorry. We have to pause. Bitch, it's not the top. It's here. And I'm the drunkest? Are we
Okay,
serious?
wait, don't touch it. Okay.
Don't touch it. Just leave it fucking there, dude. Okay, I'm so sorry.
And action. First night of Sid's experimental dating life. If I were to rate tonight from 1 to 10, I'd give her a solid 4.
That's higher than I thought, to be honest. I'm okay with that. I thought it would be lower.
Reasons being, 1, she tried to physically trip someone in the bar. And I said, no, we don't do that. And she said,
no, wait.
This is not
how
kindergarten.
am I gonna get him to talk to me? I said, not by tripping him.
Okay, wait. To give more context, we took a photo booth photo.
Are you kidding?
We took a photo booth photo.
There's no context in this point.
Yes.
You don't trip a man.
We took a photo booth photo, and as they both left, and I was waiting for it to print out, and as I grabbed it, and I started kind of like running away to them, and not physically running, said guy in question was like, whoa, what did I do to make you run away from me? Stop. And so when I giggled and whatever, walked away. And when I met up with them, and then he came out of the bathroom, and I wanted him to notice me again. So yes, I did try to kind of Spartan kick him, but like also
it didn't work.
Stop.
It didn't work. He kept walking.
And I got scolded. Yeah, he did. Yeah, it did not work. Honestly, no.
So that was 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, there was this guy who was blacked out the minute he walked into the bar, probably young, early 20s. And she was literally upset that he did not approach her. I said, we don't want that kind of energy around us. And then
he approached everyone but us. And I was like, why?
No.
Cares.
She approached him first. I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you?
About the beer.
About the beer.
You didn't drink it past the G. That's literally what you said.
Oh yeah, because he didn't split the G.
Exactly. You don't talk to men like that are half like inebriated. And then
I just naturally felt the need to talk shit because he did not split the G.
But he's not calm.
But you felt the need to do that because he wasn't giving you attention. You wanted to insert yourself and say, you didn't split the G.
Because he was giving everybody else attention. And you're like, okay, this is a man that would give me attention. Yes.
I know. Yeah.
And you're like, right. What the fuck? Why would he not talk to me? Like, why would you want him to talk to you?
In fairness, I said, why would he not talk to us?
Yeah, you're the one that talked.
We were giving like, don't come over here vibes. At least me and Brie. Like,
yeah, he was also.
You don't want to talk to someone when they're belligerently drunk like that. Like
he was wearing sunglasses at night.
The conversation doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so that was strike 2. Strike 3. We're getting another drink at the bar, and it was Brie's turn. Well, not her turn, but she went to the bar to get a drink, and me and Sid are standing behind her, and some guy just turns to Brie and goes, I like your jacket. And Sid almost had an aneurysm. She was like, oh my God, are you serious? And it just was hilarious. And so we're standing behind, we're watching, Brie talk to this guy. And then Brie turned around and kind of like, oh, I'm with my friend.
I said, he said, what are you doing on this side of the town? Because I told him I'm on the east side of LA. I said, oh, my friend lives in Mid-City. And then she goes, what? What did you say? And I just said, Sid, I just said you live on the Mid-City. And then she looks over at this guy and says, you have really pretty eyes.
Okay, and literally later on, they were like, why are you flirting this guy? Bree is into it. I was like, I really did not take that as flirting. That was just me stating a fact, which is why we've come to the decision that I just cannot read vibes at all, and I just blurt things out. And
so she started inserting herself in the conversation, and I'm like giving Bree the okay, I got it.
And I'm kicking Sid the entire time. I'm like,
and let me tell you, I don't know if it's the fucked up nerve endings from my leg surgery, but I didn't feel like kick at all.
So I'm like, okay, we're gonna go and find a table. Bree, come find us later. And Sid's like, well, I was gonna leave anyways. I said, no, you weren't.
I know I'm a yapper, right? We all know I'm a yapper.
Yeah.
But I think that comes into play, like I told you guys in the car, like I feel like the reason I'm such a yapper and so like self-deprecating or willing to introduce anything, because like obviously I have amazing connections. I have my mom from the East Coast and my dad from Montana and all that. I feel like I'm always like looking for that connection, regardless of who it is. So I insert myself into like every conversation to make that connection, but I haven't been able to like identify like when that's appropriate and when it's not. But also, I do tend to, which I've now noticed, take over the conversation. And I think that's the reason people like I told you guys, quote unquote, love me. Like, oh my God, I love Sid. But that's the reason also why like dating has not been well, because it's like I've not allowed that space for anyone to love me because I'm like throwing it all at them.
Yeah.
I feel like, so yeah, I definitely need to learn like when is the time to insert.
Well, too, and I think that like you have to learn like social cues too. Like you have to like watch people. You have to people watch. Like even if you are going out for one particular reason, like I want to find someone, I want to get somebody's number, you have to be able to people watch and be like, oh, that guy's cute, but did he come in with somebody? Like, who was he talking to? Is he vibing with somebody else? You can't just be like, oh, you're cute, go up to them, and then their girlfriend comes out the bathroom, and then you're starting something, you know? Because and because you
I never do that
and
shit.
you're
I never watch for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and you're such a friendly person.
And then your confidence goes lower because you're just like, oh, he doesn't want to talk to me. But like, no, that was not your fault because he's not.
He's like
here.
with someone.
Yeah,
he's like on a date, or he has a girlfriend, or he has a partner.
Yeah.
Or he's with like a whole bunch of guys, and it's like guys not, and you could just like kind of tell, you know, like when we were sitting there at the booth, like we were just like me and Bree were just like people watching while you're just like taking photos on your camera app, and we're like
and we're just like looking at the entire crowd.
We're like scoping the scene.
Yeah.
Seeing like
you have to view like who's available.
And you could do that without like literally looking like you're like,
you just like,
you know,
your drink.
It's just,
you can be talking to someone and still like looking at like, you know, your like surroundings. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if you guys were me, that guy said that when I was leaving the photo booth, was like, don't run away from me. I didn't mean to chase you off. And he went to the bathroom as I walked back to you guys, or you were at the bar.
It's hard for me to tell, like, to give advice on that because I didn't see it. But was he like? Did he walk away immediately? Was there like? Did you guys stop and like make eye contact and talk to each other? I saw when you tried to fucking.
Was there eye contact?
Okay,
I saw that.
We don't even realize that. We all know that was a mistake. Okay, so sorry. I flirt like a kindergartner. I'm maybe mean to people. So you know, there was like the photo booth, and there was that room, and then there was the room we were in at the bar.
Yeah,
and then the bathroom was like on this side, right? So I picked up our photo, still wet, which I don't know what was going on with that photo booth, but yeah, I was like, what the fuck? But anyway,
it's probably the ink drying.
But like, it's a lot of like, what's this?
I also was in none of them.
Yeah, that's your own fault.
Just my lips. How was that my fault? There's no.
You should have forced yourself in the photo. Okay, I look great in the first one.
I think that was my fault. I intervened in the duo.
Yeah, it's usually just me and Sid. But you know, we love a Tori.
We love a Tori in our couple. Okay. Okay. So I was waiting there. I grabbed our photo, and I kind of cut him off as I grabbed it to turn, and he was like, "Whoa!" And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry." And then I kept walking, and he was like, "Oh, whoa! I didn't mean to chase you off. You don't have to run away from me." And I just giggled, and then I ran the corner, and you were right there. Bree was at the bar already flirting with said guy with nice eyes.
And then you should be like, well, why shouldn't I? Like, why shouldn't I be running away from you? Like, what, you know, just like,
but then
I showed quick with it.
I showed you the photo, and then he went to the bathroom.
And then he tried to drop kick him.
So then we came out of the bathroom, and I was like, oh, I'm going to try and stop him, you know, and.
The thing is.
So dramatic. I went.
The thing is.
I just threw a leg.
Like,
okay.
Like, you can't expect. Like, you guys had that encounter. I'm not even gonna say like a connection. You had that encounter by the photo booth, right? That doesn't necessarily mean like that's your target for the rest of the night. Like you could have just had a friendly like, hey,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how do I know if it's friendly or how do I know to keep like saying something? Or, like, going
before
after
you put your leg out to stop him. Not to say he was ignoring you, but he wasn't paying attention to us. He was like literally on his phone, like, and then you noticed him before he noticed you, and then you just put your leg out. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like,
so I should like a guy needs to be like walking out of the bathroom being like, oh, there she is again.
Yeah, type thing.
Yeah. I just feel like that doesn't really happen for me. So it's like,
just be more mysterious.
How long can I keep waiting
don't
for
make
all that?
it seem like
Like, instead of like trying to trip him, you could have just like made eye contact and like smiled.
Yeah. Like again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have like act more mysterious. Like you didn't have to talk to him.
Mhm.
Like you.
Yeah.
Like you could have just.
I guess I just
shown
Interest.
You showed him that you had interest and
Yeah.
that you.
I guess
you
it's like
noticed
you know,
him.
like you always hear all those quotes where it's like, oh, fortune favors the bold, or like, oh, you have to make it happen, like, can't wait around, like all those different things. Like, go after what you want. So it's like I feel like all those things kind of like conflict with the dating world, where it's almost like you revert to that, like, I need to be the like.
But I mean, it is
chosen one.
it is to that, but to a point. Like, if you're like,
Yeah, you have to go after what you
you're,
want.
If you're looking at him and smiling, that's kind of like going after what you want.
You can't be like,
you can't trip him.
I'm not ever trying to say, okay, again, I'm not trying to say that tripping or trying to like spark kick him was the right method. It was a pure joke. Okay, God. No justification for that. But yeah, I okay. Lesson learned. We're gonna revisit this next week. We're also going to talk about apps. So obviously in real life, it's not working out so much for me in our first session. We're going to try it round 2, but we're also going to try apps and looking at my profile, messaging, flirting via apps, and trying that method out as well. So thank y'all.
Tuned.
Thank y'all for this. You guys are the best.
Love you, Sid. I hope
We'll
you
get
learned
there.
something.
We'll get there.
No, this is a learning process for everyone.
It is.
It's fine. The modern world dating.
And if we
Cray,
happen
cray.
to find someone through this journey too,
That's
So
a plus.
saying
No haterade.
This is a learning journey for
No
all
haterade,
people,
girl.
men and women.
all right.
'Cause,
Period.
Yes. Period.
Purred.
Per.